At the beginning of the story, we see a girl named Tess who stops her car in front of a very deserted house. Actually, Tess had come to this city for work, and to stay here, she had booked this house online through a rental service. Tess comes to the door of the house with her luggage, and using the website from which she rented the house, she tries to open the door by entering the password provided on the site. But even after entering the password, the door does not open, as if someone has locked it from inside. Seeing this, Tess becomes very worried. It was already quite late at night, and on top of that, heavy rain was falling. So Tess goes back and sits in her car. Now Tess is about to complain to the online rental service company when suddenly the lights of the house turn on. Seeing this, Tess is shocked, and she goes back to the door of the house and rings the doorbell. After some time, an unknown man opens the door and asks Tess, "What are you doing here so late at night?" Hearing this, Tess says to him, "Leave that, tell me what you are doing here? Because this house is mine, and I rented it through an online rental service." The man is also surprised. He says, "But I also booked this house from a website." To prove that he is telling the truth, the man shows Tess the booking details of the house on his mobile. After seeing all this, Tess tells the man, "Okay, this house is yours," and she sadly starts to leave from there. But then the man stops Tess and says that it is already midnight and it is raining heavily outside, so she should stay here tonight and leave in the morning. Tess also feels that what the man is saying is reasonable, so she decides to spend the night there. But Tess feels that something is wrong with the man being so nice. That is why when the man goes to the washroom, Tess notices his wallet on the table. She quickly takes out the man's ID card and looks at it, and from the ID card we find out that the man's name is Tom. Tess takes a photo of his ID card. She does this so that if the man does something wrong to her, she will have some proof. After some time, Tom comes out of the washroom and tells Tess, "I know you don't trust me, so I will sleep on the sofa, and you can go and sleep in my room." Tess also needed a safe place to sleep, so she agrees and goes to the room and locks the door properly before sleeping. After some time, Tess wakes up due to a strange sound. When she wakes up, she sees that the door of her room is open, even though she had locked it properly. Tess starts hearing some strange noises from outside. Then, feeling scared, Tess comes out of the room, and we see that the basement door has closed by itself. Tess slowly goes toward Tom and sees that Tom is sleeping on the sofa. Tom is tossing and turning in his sleep, as if he is having a bad dream. Tess wakes Tom up and asks him if he opened her room door, to which Tom replies that no, he was in deep sleep. Hearing this, Tess goes back to her room and this time locks the door properly and goes to sleep. The next morning, when Tess wakes up, she sees that Tom is not at home. But he has left a message for Tess on paper saying that he has gone out for some work and will be back by evening. After this, Tess also gets ready and leaves the house for her interview. Seeing the outside view, Tess is shocked because the entire area outside is deserted. All the houses are broken and ruined. It feels like no one lives here except Tess. Seeing all this, Tess feels very strange. But since she is getting late for the interview, she does not think much about it and leaves for the company, where her interview goes very well. The director is very impressed with Tess. After the interview, the director asks Tess where she is staying in the city. Tess tells her that she is staying in a house in the Barbary Street area. Hearing the name Barbary Street, the director gets shocked and nervously tells Tess that this place is not safe at all and that she should leave that place as soon as possible. Saying this, the director leaves, and when Tess comes back home, she also starts feeling scared of that place. Just as Tess is about to unlock the door and enter the house, she sees an unknown man running toward her very fast. Seeing this, Tess gets scared and quickly opens the door and goes inside the house before the man can reach her. The man starts banging loudly on the door, telling Tess to come out of the house. Tess does not understand what is happening. She is extremely frightened inside the house and tries to call the police. After some time, Tess sees that the man has left. Now Tess feels relieved and goes to the bathroom. But in the bathroom, she sees that the toilet paper has run out. She starts searching for toilet paper around the house. Then her eyes go toward the basement. She thinks that maybe the toilet paper is kept in the basement. Thinking this, Tess goes to the basement and finds a box of toilet paper placed there. Now Tess is about to return with the toilet paper when suddenly the basement door closes. Tess tries with all her strength to open the door, but it does not open. Now Tess becomes very hopeless because she has also left her phone upstairs. Tess understands that no one is going to come to help her, so she has to do something herself. She starts looking for a way out of the basement, and then she notices a window that lets light into the basement. She tries to open the window, but it can only be opened from outside. Now Tess starts looking for some tool to break the window glass. While searching for a tool, Tess sees a rope coming out from inside the wall. Without thinking, Tess pulls the rope, and by pulling it, the door of a secret room opens. When Tess looks inside this room, she cannot see anything because it is completely dark inside. Tess now wants to know what is inside this room, but because of fear, she cannot go inside. Then Tess gets an idea. Using a large mirror, she reflects the light from the basement into the dark room, where she sees a pathway inside. Now, while feeling scared, she starts moving forward on the path inside the room and sees that there is another room inside. When she opens the door of this room, she sees a dirty bed and an old video camera inside. Looking at this room, it feels like someone is filmed here. Then Tess's eyes fall on the wall in front of her, where there is a bloody handprint. Seeing this, Tess gets extremely scared and runs out of there, going straight to the window that lights up the basement. There she sees Tom outside the house. As soon as she sees Tom, Tess starts screaming and calling out to him. Luckily, Tom sees her and comes to her. He sees that Tess is trapped inside the basement. Tom quickly goes inside the house and opens the basement door, pulling Tess out from there. Tess is extremely scared and starts packing her things to leave the house. But Tom stops her and asks what exactly happened. Then Tess tells him about the secret room in the basement, the bed, and the camera, and says that this place is not safe at all and that they need to leave immediately. But despite seeing how frightened Tess is, Tom does not believe her. He tells Tess that he will go to the basement himself and check everything. If there is really any danger, they will leave immediately. Until then, Tess should wait upstairs, because if both of them go down and the basement door closes again, they will be trapped there forever. Saying this, Tom goes straight to the basement. Tess tries very hard to stop him, but he ignores her and goes into the basement. Now Tess waits for him. But after a long time, when Tom does not return, Tess goes near the basement and starts calling out to him. But there is no response from Tom. Now helplessly, Tess gathers courage once again and decides to go into the basement. But before going this time, she places a chair in front of the basement door so that it does not lock again. Tess turns on her mobile torch and slowly moves forward, searching for Tom. But she cannot find Tom anywhere. She even reaches the room where the bed and camera were kept, but Tom is not there either. Now Tess becomes worried about where Tom suddenly disappeared. While searching for him, she moves further ahead. After going some distance, she sees some stairs going downward. Then Tess hears Tom's voice coming from below, calling for help. Out of fear, Tess does not want to go inside, but because Tom keeps calling her, she is forced to go. After crossing the stairs, there is another basement built below, meaning a second basement inside the first one. Now Tess moves forward, calling Tom, when suddenly Tom crawls toward her on the ground like an animal. He is extremely frightened by something. He tells Tess not to make any noise at all. He says that someone else is here besides them who wants to kill him, and that thing has bitten him. Just as they are about to leave from there, suddenly a very tall woman runs in and grabs Tom. She repeatedly smashes his head against the wall in front of her and brutally kills him. Now the scene shifts, and we are shown a scene 2 weeks later. Here we see the owner of the house, whose name is AJ. AJ is a TV actor by profession, but his life is not going well at all because a girl who worked with him in a film has accused him of doing something wrong with her. Because of this, AJ's career is ruined, and while going to court to prove himself innocent, he has lost all his money. Now he only has this one house on Barber Street left, and he wants to sell this house as well. When he comes home, he sees that someone's belongings are lying inside the house. Actually, these were Tess and Tom's belongings, and outside he also sees Tess's car, which makes AJ suspicious that someone is secretly living in his house. So he starts searching the house, but he does not find anyone inside. Then his eyes fall on the basement door, where a chair is placed, which Tess had put there so that the basement door would not lock from inside. Seeing this, AJ becomes sure that someone is hiding in the basement. When he comes near the basement door, he starts hearing footsteps from below. Seeing this, he takes a torch and a knife with him and goes into the basement so that if he feels any danger, he can attack with the knife. As soon as he enters the basement, he also sees the secret room with the camera and the bed. He starts exploring his basement further and even reaches the stairs. Instead of getting scared, AJ becomes happy, thinking that because there is so much space in the basement, the value of his house will now double. He immediately takes out a measuring tape and starts measuring the basement. While measuring, he reaches a room where a show is playing on the TV, showing how a mother breastfeeds her child. While AJ is watching this, suddenly someone pulls the measuring tape from his hand. AJ gets frightened and shines his torch toward the direction from where the tape was pulled, but there is no one there. Then he hears a growling sound from the front, and after some time, the same tall, strange-looking woman starts moving toward him. Seeing her, AJ runs away in fear, and while running, he suddenly falls into a pit. As soon as he falls into the pit, the woman closes a metal grate from above, trapping AJ there. AJ does not understand what is happening, and then a girl comes in front of him. This girl is none other than Tess, who has been trapped in the same pit for the past 2 weeks. AJ is extremely scared. Tess calms him down and tells him not to make any noise, or the lady will get angry. If he wants to stay alive, he must do exactly what the lady says, otherwise she will kill him. After some time, the same lady comes there and hands a bottle of milk down to Tess. Without thinking, Tess starts drinking the milk from the bottle like a small baby. Then the lady hands the milk bottle to AJ, but AJ refuses to drink the milk. Tess explains to him not to do that and to quietly drink the milk. Tess tells AJ that the lady just wants them to behave like her children, but AJ still refuses to drink the milk. Seeing this, the lady gets angry and comes down into the pit. She first hugs Tess lovingly like a good child and then angrily looks at AJ. After that, she drags AJ away with her. She takes AJ to the same room where the program about breastfeeding was playing on the TV. And just like that, the lady forcefully breastfeeds AJ. On the other hand, while the lady was dragging AJ there, she did not close the pit door, and taking advantage of this opportunity, Tess climbs out of the pit and starts running away. But then her foot accidentally hits the measuring tape, making a noise, which the lady hears and realizes that Tess is trying to escape. Now the lady leaves AJ there and starts chasing Tess. Tess runs quickly and reaches the basement door upstairs, but the basement door is locked. Tess tries with all her strength to open the door, but when it does not open, she runs and breaks the basement window glass and tries to get out from there. During this time, the lady comes very close to Tess. But before the lady can catch her, a man comes from outside and pulls Tess out. If that man had been even 1 second late, Tess would have died, because the lady reaches there just as Tess escapes. The man who saves Tess's life is none other than the same man who was stopping Tess from entering the house at the beginning. Tess explains to the man that a very terrifying lady lives in this house. But the man already knew about the lady. Now the man tells Tess to leave this city as soon as possible, otherwise the lady will find her. She will keep you with her for her entire life. But Tess tells him that there is another man trapped inside who needs her help. Then the man says to Tess, "Be thankful that your life was saved. If you listen to me, leave this place as soon as possible, because as night falls, that lady will come out searching for you. If you stay anywhere around this area, that lady will catch you somehow and then keep you imprisoned with her forever." After that, the man tells Tess that his job was to warn her. Whether she saves herself or not is up to her. Now Tess wanted to leave from there, but Tess had a kind heart, so she could not leave AJ alone with that lady. After this, Tess goes out in search of help. On the other hand, getting an opportunity, AJ also tries to escape from that place. But then he hears the growling sound of that woman. Hearing this, AJ becomes extremely scared and starts moving deeper into the tunnel to hide from the lady. The lady also starts chasing AJ. Moving forward, AJ reaches a place where the path ends. Now AJ is badly trapped, and the woman is standing right in front of him. AJ feels that his death is now certain. But then, for some reason, the lady becomes afraid to come forward and quietly leaves him there. No one knows what it was that even the lady was afraid of. When AJ turns back, he sees a door behind him. Now he goes inside that room to see what is inside that room that even the lady is afraid to enter. The room was in very bad condition, with everything scattered around. A TV was also playing in the room. AJ is searching the room when he suddenly hears someone's voice from behind. Out of fear, when AJ turns around and shines the torch, he sees an old man lying on a bed. He looks very sick, unable to get up or even speak properly. AJ thinks that maybe the lady has kept this man imprisoned as well, so AJ starts helping him. But the old man keeps pointing toward a drawer. Then AJ, without thinking, brings the drawer closer to him. In that room, AJ sees many recorded tapes, and on each tape, the name of a different woman is written. As soon as AJ plays one of them, he is shocked. In the tape, the same old man is seen doing wrong things with a woman. Seeing this, AJ's eyes remain wide open in shock. As AJ turns back toward the old man, he sees that the old man is taking out a gun from the drawer. AJ thinks that now he is going to die. But the very next moment, the old man shoots himself. On the other side, Tess arrives outside the house with police officers. Tess explains everything to them about what is happening inside the house. But the police do not believe Tess, because seeing her old clothes and condition, they think that Tess is under the influence of drugs. So the police ignore Tess and leave. Seeing this, Tess becomes even more worried. Now Tess understands that she has to do something herself. Night is about to fall. So Tess acts wisely and sits inside her car, because she knows that now the lady will come out searching for her, and that is exactly what happens. As soon as it gets dark, the lady comes out of the house to look for Tess. Before the lady can see Tess inside the car, Tess immediately starts the car and at full speed hits the lady, smashing her against the wall in front of her. Because of this, the lady cannot move forward or backward and gets stuck there. After a short while, the lady becomes unconscious. Taking advantage of the moment, Tess quickly goes into the basement to save AJ and starts searching for him. Meanwhile, AJ picks up the gun with which the old man had shot himself and tries to get out. Because of the darkness, AJ cannot see anything, and then he sees someone coming toward him. Out of fear, AJ shoots that person. When AJ reaches closer, he sees that it was Tess. Luckily, the bullet only grazes Tess's stomach, so her life is saved. Now AJ supports Tess and brings her outside the house. As soon as they come outside, Tess sees that the lady, whom she had smashed against the wall with the car a short while ago, has disappeared. Because of the collision, Tess's car is also damaged, so they cannot escape by car. Now they start running away on foot. After going some distance, they meet the same unknown man, who signals them to stay quiet and calls them toward him. The man brings both of them near a tank. He says that the lady cannot come up to this place. Then AJ asks the man who that lady is and what she is doing in his house. The man tells them that the lady has been living in this house for the past 40 years and that this house belonged to her father. AJ says, "How is that possible? This house is mine." The man replies that according to the documents, the house is yours and you must have bought it a few years ago. But the first owner of this house was a man named Frank, and that lady is Frank's daughter. Frank was a very cruel man who used to capture women, bring them to the basement of this house, and tie them up. Then he would do wrong things with them and make them have children. If a boy was born, he would kill him, and if it was a girl, he would keep her imprisoned and raise her, and then he would also do wrong things with his own daughter. Most of Frank's children were weak, because of which most of his daughters died. But one of them, this lady, is still alive today, and this lady is the punishment for Frank's sins. The man tells them that after living in complete darkness for 40 years, the lady can no longer tolerate too much light. That is why she comes out at night. The man tells them that they are not in danger of being killed by the lady. She considers them her children, which is why she will not kill them but will keep them imprisoned with her forever. Hearing all this, AJ realizes that the old man who shot himself in the tunnel was Frank. While they are still talking, the lady suddenly breaks through the wall and comes to them, grabs the man by the neck, and brutally kills him. Out of fear, AJ leaves Tess behind in her injured condition and runs away. Tess, even while injured, starts running after AJ. Tess keeps calling out to AJ for help, but AJ ignores her and runs fast, climbing onto a water tank. Tess somehow stumbles and also reaches the top of the tank. Both of them see that the lady is also coming after them. Now AJ takes out his gun to kill the lady, but the gun slips from his hand and falls down. After a short while, the lady also climbs onto the tank. Now AJ understands that the lady considers both him and Tess her children, and that she will capture them and keep them with her forever. AJ cannot spend his entire life in that dark basement. So AJ takes advantage of the lady's motherly love, grabs Tess, and throws her down from the tank. The lady considers Tess her daughter, so she jumps after her to save her. When AJ looks down, he sees that the lady, without caring about her own life, holds Tess in her arms so that Tess does not get hurt while falling, because if Tess had fallen directly, she could have died. After that, AJ comes down and sees that both of them are lying there covered in blood and not moving at all. AJ thinks that both of them are dead, but then Tess regains consciousness. Tess realizes that the lady saved her life by sacrificing her own. After this, AJ helps Tess get up and starts justifying himself, saying that if he had not done that, both of them would have died. But now Tess understands that no matter how good AJ tries to appear, he can leave someone else to die in order to save his own life. Then from behind, the lady also gets up and grabs AJ, choking him. She is extremely angry because AJ threw her daughter down. After that, the lady first gouges out AJ's eyes and then splits his head into 2 parts. After this, she looks at Tess with sorrowful eyes like a mother and starts showing her love. But Tess is still afraid of the lady. So the lady also understands that she could not live among humans in this world. Humans are afraid of her terrifying face and horrible appearance, and they will never accept her. So she gestures to Tess to kill her. Now Tess does not want to kill her, but the woman wants her life to end. So Tess shoots her, freeing her from that horrifying life. And with this, the story comes to an end. If you liked this video, then subscribe to our channel and make sure to like the video.